Good morning, everyone. Wowzers, I was very organised last night, and I washed my hair and did my heatless waves last night before I went to bed. Usually I'm a like morning hair washer, but I did it last night and it's gone extra super duper curly because my hair was obviously a little bit damp when I put it in, and I don't actually like it too curly, so I'm trying to like pull them out a little bit, but it will drop. It will drop, but I'm just saving so much time in the morning. It is absolutely wonderful. Such a great way to achieve the same look with way less effort. This morning, I've been listening to a podcast. It was the podcast between Stephen Bartlett and Rochelle Humes, and it was really lovely. Like, so many interesting parts and so many like lovely little like nuggets of information, which I always love. And it's a long one as well. So if you've got like a long drive ahead of you or something like that, an hour and a half, absolutely perfect for just putting on and just listening. I thought it was really lovely as well. I've never really listened to a podcast with Rochelle. I don't know if she's even done any, but it was a really good podcast. This morning is a shoot day today. Well, I've got a meeting this morning via Zoom with the Cork Green team, and then I've got a shoot day with Katie, but we're going to a really beautiful manor house to shoot today. And so I've lined up a selection of dresses, and I've actually just had my notifications that 2 deliveries are arriving today. Ooh, between 10 and 12. So in this video, yeah, I think I'm gonna be able to do a bit of a discount designer haul, which is quite exciting. I basically bought some pieces from the Outnet, which I feel like the Outnet is a bit of a, maybe you're gonna tell me differently here, but I feel like it's a bit of a hidden gem and not many people shop there, and actually it's bloody brilliant. I picked up what I'm hoping is going to be the most beautiful Brock collection skirt for something ridiculous like 75% off. I think they even calculated how much I saved, and I took a screen grab because I was obviously like, but it's just nice to know, isn't it? It's just like a bit of a ooh. No, so I saved myself £4,488 on the Outnet, and on Net-a-Porter, I bought 2 pieces from Brock collection and an Erdem skirt. The Erdem skirt was 70% off. The Brock collection top was 60% off. The skirt was 40% off. So just really great savings. So I'll be able to open those with you today, hopefully, and show you some of those. You may also see some absolutely like, oh, beautiful. I've got some beautiful gowns. I was sent these 2 from the team at Mila Dress. This is the most wonderful like blue hydrangea Bardo style gown, and then this beautiful pink ruffly gown. Oh, I'm going to be shooting these today just for some really beautiful content, because I'm really enjoying shooting in a way that I kind of used to at the beginning of blogging, where I'd go places and shoot little bits and bobs, but also shooting bits around my house and just having a bit of a blend of content. So I've laid out some dresses that I haven't shot yet that I'm gonna probably take with me. I've got this Erdem dress. I haven't actually shot this dress yet, so I should. And also the Vampire's Wife, I haven't shot that dress either. So I thought it would be quite nice. And also to give you a tour of this house, because it's called Floor House. And I found them on Instagram, and it's basically not far away from where we live. So we're going to drive there today. I'm going to kind of pack up a suitcase and hang some dresses in the car and go and basically take over the house, give you a bit of a tour because it's absolutely beautiful. Like their hallway, oh my goodness, all of the dream vibes, and do some shooting there, and also show you some beautiful little fashion bits and bobs today. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm very inspired today. We've had our mood boards going, and I always find that shooting with Katie, I'm always like feeling very creative and excited. So I've done my makeup, had a fabulous night's sleep last night, and I'm actually having the week off the gym this week because my PT is away, and I just thought this is a perfect time to give myself a little bit of a rest, and then I'm gonna get back on it. But yeah, it's been a very relaxed week this week. No Vaha, no PT, just chill vibes, because I feel like I've been doing a lot, and especially like walking a lot. So yeah, I want to kind of just give myself the week off just to get ahead on things. But first of all, I have a meeting, so I need to head downstairs and sit in on the call, because I have a lot of these touch points just basically to find out how things are progressing and to find out how designs are moving along and samples and things like that. So yeah, Busy, busy. So is that gap between the top and the skirt going to be reduced?
Yes.
But I'm just worried that because of how busy the print is, and then with the beading as well.
Yeah, no, I totally understand what you're saying. Your vision was, and I also, Lydia, you know, I think part of the joy of working on this collection with you has been, I have seen you just totally getting into your stride on this one, and like seeing you up in the rails and pulling things out and really getting into your groove of how you want things to be. And I do not want to take that away from you. And so you just said neckline's looking a bit weird. Totally agree. So we've moved the seam up to the shoulder and kind of rounded that off, so it's a more regular kind of high halter shape rather than having the in with the strap insertion. Did I say about under the arms as well? Yeah, you're saying it was really high on the arm, and then the shape here on the bow was just looking a bit mean and flimsy.
Yeah.
So we've lowered here.
I think it's just about creating a more elegant line from the neck down, because there are ways to do this halter neck that just creates like a silhouette of the body, and it like contours the body.
The new linen dress sketch you said you were happy with, so we're just pushing that sample through. So it might have to be another one that we pull in and get on the bod and see how you feel in it when it lands. But you know, I'm confident commercially they're going to be great pieces. I think it's again back to kind of how you feel and how you embody those dresses when they come in, if they feel right.
Yeah. Friday is September, isn't it? So I've got like imagery and stuff like that for Okay, perfect. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
So, you know, we've been tracking through all the orders. We're in one of the best places we've been at this stage.
Don't jinx it! And how did we find that impacted it coming late?
People will be like, I want this now, but...
The number of emails I've had about the rose print one already.
Yeah. You don't want it to just necessarily all just be like kablooey and then nothing. It's quite nice.
Kablooey, that's a new one.
Yes. I pulled that one out of the archives.
Ladies, thank you so much for this morning, and we're really looking forward to seeing what's in store for September, and also seeing what we've got coming up for May, and seeing you all on Friday.
Katie is here. And this is what the boot of my car looks like. There's more dresses on the back seat as well, but quite honestly it is a dress fest getting ready for spring content, and we're about to drive to Floor House. Katie's loading up. It looks like we're going on holiday, Katie.
Yeah, I know, we're...
Bolly's coming too.
Through the window hole. Is that what you say?
Going through the keyhole.
Through the window hole.
Oh my gosh, this is a very, very skinny gateway. So we have arrived at the beautiful Floor House, and we're going to go and take a look inside. As Katie says, we're going through the window hole. But look at this entrance. Talk about curb appeal. They don't make them like they used to. Wowzers. So this is a very, very grand hallway entrance. Oh my goodness, can you believe how beautiful this is? I know some people may not like the taxidermy, but I got married somewhere where they had lots of taxidermy, so and you just don't know where it's all come from. Some of them could be antiques and things like that, but the chandelier, oh my goodness. I was just saying, because they actually live here, the lady that I've been speaking to, and I would just come down every morning in the most fabulous dress, just to feel fabulous. That would be like part of my self-care routine. But very, very beautiful entranceway. Oh, and not forgetting this stunning porch. Like, look at this navy. The colour on the walls is just phenomenal. And all of the dark wood. Oh, how beautiful. Okay, we are in our bedroom for the afternoon at Floor House. There are dresses quite literally everywhere. We have our snacks and some hats. Got another Erdem dress up here.
And this beautiful bag.
Yes, oh my gosh, I brought my vintage vanity case from Louis Vuitton that I got from Designer Exchange.
And what is
Lots of you. Well, you're not very good at this vlogging stuff. Leave it to the professionals.
I'll stay behind the camera.
Show us what you've got, Katie. Show us your loot.
On today's haul.
That's gonna. We have many belts.
Scrunchie. A little
zhuzh.
What do they do? They're like...
Oh yeah, they show it to camera behind. That's such like an old school makeup thing.
The video vlogging to you.
The video vlogging, I love it. In here, this bathroom is quite possibly the most beautiful little bathroom. They've got their Thomas Crapper toilet, which no guesses for where having a crap came from. It's from this toilet brand. This dress is what I'm about to get into, and we also have this pink dress of dreams hanging up. So we're going to shoot the dramatic ones first, get lots of pieces done and dusted in here because it's very, very beautiful. Look at Katie playing dress up.
We wear it better.
You look phenomenal. Yeah, getting into the dress, behind the scenes.
Look over your shoulder, Liz. So beautiful.
Oh, stop it, you.
I have offered to help, but apparently Lydia laces herself into corsets all the time on her own. I think Ali needs to step up his game.
Oh no, I've done it wrong. There's me like it's so easy, but actually.
Are you sure you don't need help?
Genuinely, it's not that hard. I think this is the thing about these dresses, is they're actually, they take a while to get into.
Look at the detail on these sleeves.
I know. Oh, it's such a beautiful... I love the sort of different size of the gradient in the pleating as well. I think it's so beautiful. This is dress number 1 that we are going to shoot in the beautiful blue room downstairs. And it is just so theatrical and wonderful. I love it. So let's go. So this is the hall where we are shooting the first dress. And I'm going to set up a little time lapse. Although, Katie, would you mind being the video blogger to show my dress in this spectacular room? This is where we are shooting today. And it is absolutely breathtaking. Also, shots by here.
Lady of the Manor.
Lady of the Manor. But yeah, this is just absolutely wonderful. I think I might have to ask one day we can come back in the summer when like the wisteria is in bloom and stuff like that. I think it would be beautiful. But shoot number 1. Gorgeous. So this is dress number 2, again from Mila, and it is the epitome of romance. Like full ruffles, tulle, boned corset. Oh, what a dream. I feel very, very lucky to be shooting these, especially shooting them here because they fit so perfectly in with the decor. Ooh. So we are taking a small break because we spent the majority of the morning shooting 2 dresses. That's literally what I was just about to tell them about, was these, because I had a box of these delivered to the house the other day. They were just sent to us. So I don't know if they contacted the office or what, but oh my goodness, these are so, so good. Yeah, really. It's just literally like baked cheese. You've got the red Leicester ones, like Emmental.
They're so good.
Yeah, I haven't tried the chili ones. I'm not a huge chili one, but the cheddar ones are my absolute favourite. They are like crack though. You cannot have one bag. And they say that they're like 125 calories, low carbs, high protein. Yeah, but what if you eat the whole box of them? Probably not so much then, but they are so, so good. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to try these ones for the first time. I'm not a huge chili person, but they look good. Dress number 3, which I have shot many times before, but I love it so much. It's one of the most beautiful Zimmermann dresses I've ever owned, and it's also one of the most expensive, but it's beautiful and I wear it so much. And I think that's really important because I think some of their designs like this can be quite elaborate and maybe you don't necessarily get the wear out of them, but this is so simple in its design but still has enough drama in it to please Miss Lydia Millen. And we are shooting it just here. So I've got my little vanity trunk down here. Excuse all the discarded shoes. I treat everywhere like it's my bedroom. But this wallpaper is so beautiful. And I love this little nook here with the tassel and the beautiful little, like, there's almost like touches of lilac in the curtains. And then this really ornate wallpaper is absolutely stunning. I'd like to make that into a dress. Whoops. Just pretend like we're shooting it. Taking pictures. That's really creepy. Very creepy. Perfect. Okay, that's fine.
Just pop out the front of that dress. There, I'm fine. I feel like I'm so bossy sometimes.
No, you know what you want. That's perfect. And my final outfit of the shoot day, because we've honestly, I feel like I've just non-stop taken pictures and it's just been so wonderful. I've asked if we can come back when the gardens are in bloom in like spring, summer, because I just think the gardens here are going to be absolutely unreal. I wore this Costarelos dress to just shoot now and oh my goodness, it was so beautiful. And I wore my Eugenia Kim hat, which sadly my hair is a little bit too thick for. I should have got a bigger size, but it's beautiful nonetheless. And we just shot outside really, really quickly. But this dress, I really, really hope that Costarelos bring this back every year because it is so timeless and the shape of it is absolute perfection. So I love this. If it's back in stock, I will link it. If it's not, make sure you send them a message and ask for them to bring it back. We found the floor house kitchen garden, which hopefully there is going to be a greenhouse constructed on there. I was worried that it just kind of been like left, but it looks like they're going to be building something, which is so exciting because this is just the most beautiful kitchen garden ever. Oh, I can't wait to see this beautiful place in bloom. Oh my gosh, and look, there would have been like a moat around. Birdhouse? Where's the birdhouse? Oh, and look at this. This is just stunning. Oh, wow. How beautiful. Little toys in there. Little turret. All of this in summertime will be beautiful blooming hydrangeas. And that's the room where we were just shooting in, so this will just be like a sea of hydrangeas. I can't wait to come back. And all the rose bushes. Oh,
look at this amazing tree.
I know, yes, and all of those beautiful snowdrops. So, so lovely. It is very dark and moody in here. I'm back home from Floor House. We had the loveliest, most like creative and inspiring day. I feel like whenever Katie and I shoot together, we just have such a magical time, and she always like pushes me to do things as well that I wouldn't normally do, and she's so good because she never gets annoyed at me, even though I'll be like, no, I don't want to do that. She'll be like, why don't we just do this? And then I do it and I'm like, oh, Katie, I'm so glad that you pushed me to do that. She's very funny. She does make me laugh. I think we ended up shooting 4 different looks. We would have got more, but we were just so like inspired shooting the gowns that we spent ages doing that. I probably got a million different shots of those gowns. But I will obviously link all of those in the description box down below. I have also had my other very beautiful pieces delivered from Net-a-Porter and the Outnet, so I'll unbox those with you tomorrow. Now we are sitting down to watch the 3rd episode of The Gilded Age, and I am going in and out of focus because it's so dark in here. The boys are running riot around the place, literally currently wrestling on Ali's. So, see how much he jumps? Oh my god, babe, he like literally leapfrogged. He goes up higher. Barkley just copied Porter, jumping off of the sofa, and obviously you know that Dachshunds aren't supposed to jump off of things, especially when they're little. And Barkley literally like launches himself like a leapfrog, and he goes up and lands. I've never known a dog like him. I've literally never known a dog like him. And now they are currently wrestling. But we are watching the 3rd episode of The Gilded Age, which I'm so excited about. Sorry, you can see the fire flickering on my face. And I am going to polish off a tub of, where is it? Yeah, I'm literally not even going to get a bowl. I'm going to, out of the tub, finish this ice cream. This is vegan ice cream. I feel like I need to tell you a little bit about this because Ali worked on this as a brand collaboration, and I have not been able to enjoy ice cream for such a long time until this came into my life. And this is quite possibly my most favourite flavour of ice cream in the entire world. This is their salted caramel and macadamia. Oh my goodness, I never get ill from it, ever, ever, ever. And it's just the most wonderful treat. So I don't think I'll ever, well, I know I won't ever go back to normal ice cream when I can have vegan ice cream and not be ill. And it doesn't taste any different. We've also got Halo Top, and Halo Top is great if you want like a low calorie option. But the only thing is what I would say is with Halo Top is it's like 360 calories a tub or something like that. You do have to eat the whole tub to be satisfied because it's very, very lightweight in terms of ice cream, whereas this is still creamy. I mean, it's a lot more, like, not as good for you, essentially, but it's good for me if it makes me happy, and this makes me happy. I know, puppies! They're wrestling at my feet, so I'm gonna grab a spoon and navigate myself around the walruses and start the 3rd episode of The Gilded Age. I have worked on this collaboration. I did my little tablescape, and I have loved being a part of this because it makes me so happy to work on a period drama. Can you boys stop being so naughty? Goodness me, wrestling. Never ending. Let's go. Fire is lit because we haven't got many more days of having the fire lit. Springtime in, I think, less than 40 days, springtime, so. The walruses. Honestly, that is the soundtrack to our life now. Bless you. Mr. Millen Gordon all cozied up on the sofa. Looking very smart.
Smart?
Well, we always look smart. Come on then, babe. Press play. Good morning, everyone, from me and my freshly heatless curled hair. It just looks so good. Obviously, we are on the cusp of a hair transformation. Literally T-minus 1 week until I have my first hair session with Despina. Oh my goodness, so excited. But yesterday was just the most wonderful day. I know I said it before, but I just love being creative with Katie. We just literally had so much fun. And like I said, she always pushes me to do things that I'm like very stubborn and don't want to do. It's really annoying when that happens as well, because you're kind of like, no, but I really mean it this time, I don't want to do it. And then you do it and you're like, damn it, now next time I say it, she's not going to believe that I don't want to do it. But anyway, I'm currently in my robe because I want to get into these boxes and try these on. So I'm in my Bertioli from Time robe. I love this one the most because it's got long sleeves. The other ones that I have are more of a kimono style, but they're still very, very beautiful, but they're in the wash at the moment, so I'm wearing this one. But feeling very glam. But my orders arrived yesterday and I'm really excited for these and to try them on. I feel like I got so many bargains, which is just the best thing ever. So I'm gonna get into the first one first, obviously. I'm hoping that they're all gonna be wins, okay? And that I could see the vision that maybe people online couldn't, and then you guys might like them too. So this is my Net-a-Porter delivery, and we have, see, the only thing I would say about Net-a-Porter, and I think I've said this before, is they offer an eco packaging, but I really wish that in the eco packaging you didn't get these. But you know what I do? If anything doesn't fit, I put all of them back in the box and I send them back to them so that they can reuse them. That's like my little hack for shopping at Net-a-Porter, because you just end up with so many of these that you just don't need, I think it just works for the best, really. So, so first and foremost, I have been eyeing up this Erdem skirt for such a long time. I'm not sure how it's going to look on, but it's kind of like a peplum hem baby blue skirt, which I thought with like shirts and things like that would look really lovely. It's got the typical beautiful, delicate florals that Erdem are like known for, basically. They're pretty much very in line with my style. If you think about like all of the clothes that I wear, they're quite almost a little bit theatrical. I like big sleeves, I like peplums, I like ornate prints, and that's why Erdem is probably one of my favorite brands to shop. Sometimes I think that their stuff is not quite as like, what's the word? Like, I feel like they go a bit safe sometimes, and they're like almost on the bordering of like not old fashioned, but it just, oh, there's something sometimes missing with their designs. But recently I've really found lots that I love, and this is actually a lot lighter weight than I thought it would be, but it looks beautiful, and it's got pockets. I can see it's got pockets. You'll be pleased to know. But I just thought this with a white shirt, even with a jumper, this would be so cute, and cute for our trip that we have coming up. I think we'll be on the trip when you're watching this, potentially. So this is the Erdem skirt on, the beautiful blue number, and I actually really like it. I love the contrast with the blouse, but I think I could go even more like feminine with the blouse, but I could also go even more structured. This is quite a slouchy one from Vita Grace, and I actually really love the length of it as well. I don't have any skirts that are this kind of length, like to the ankle. I think this will work so lovely in spring, summer, and be so easy to wear with like cami tops and things like that, but also to style with like roll necks in autumn for a pop of colour as well. What do you think? I honestly thought I was going to put this on and like straight away understand why it went into the sale, but I don't. I think it's really beautiful, the patterning that's been sewn into the fabric, and then the beautiful detailing on the waistband. I love it. Ooh, what do you think? I don't have a lot of blue in my wardrobe as well, especially this tone of blue, which is actually a big colour in my current collection, because we knew that this kind of baby blue colour would be quite big. So it's nice to see it in the designer brands as well, but I absolutely love it. Then obviously these were not in the sale, but they still look, are they gonna fit? These are the Chloe trousers. They're like a really lovely high-waisted linen trousers. They do look still quite big. I wanted them because they looked like they come to the high waist of where I like things to be high-waisted, basically. Nice, smart linen trouser, quite a thick linen as well. So you'd be able to wear this in different seasons quite happily, and I'm not adverse to wearing linen in other seasons. Maybe not winter, but autumn and spring, absolutely. It's quite a weighty fabric. Just looks quite big on the waist. That's the only thing I will say about that. But they weren't in the sale, sadly. They were not in the sale. Okay, I haven't bothered to properly style up these Chloe trousers because the fit is so weird. Like, I've got loads of room on the waist, and then it's as if it's really narrow here, which I don't think I particularly have very big hips at all. I actually think I'm quite straight up and down, and so it's really strange for them to not fit me across there and then be too big like here. It's so strange, but I don't know if because they're linen they'll like stretch out, and if they did then I could easily belt this, but as it stands, don't mind me I shouldn't really stretch them out because I might send them back, but you can see the way the pleat goes like ooh down there. So no, I think these are gonna, I'm actually really sad though, because I think they would be super lovely, especially with like flats, and a nice like shirt, like a blue and white striped shirt would look so nice. So yeah, I'm a little bit sad about these. I had such high hopes, and it's been a bit of a palaver with them, but no, I think they're gonna have to go back. This next one is a little Brock collection number, which I feel like Brock collection sits very much in line with like Erdem, but like slightly more current in their designs. And I loved this set and the colour of it more than anything, and I couldn't believe it when it was in the sale. Now I'm hoping this midi skirt is going to be nice and fitted, because I ordered which is the smallest size, and then the blouse to go with it if I want to, but also wearing them like with separates. Again, like a cream jumper with this will be so, so beautiful. And I just want to show you how stunning the print of this is. It is so romantic while still being this beautiful olive green colour. These were both in the sale. I genuinely think I got these for like a fraction of the price. I have the receipt, but I don't remember off by heart, but I think one of these was like 75% off or something ridiculous like that. And pieces that you can wear separately. So you can wear it together, but you can also wear them separately, like this with leather trousers, this with jumpers and shirts and blouses. Perfect. And I love that it's like a silk taffeta that they use for their fabrics. And I actually worked on the Brock collection with H&M, and do you know when you feel like that was the perfect collection for me? Like, it wasn't just me working on something just because it was a high fashion brand. It was like, no, this is perfect. I love this. What is the fabric? Where does it say? Yeah, so it's 100% silk. Oh, the lining is 100% viscose, but this is a silk kind of taffeta, which, to get this, I just couldn't believe it, because Brock collection is notoriously quite expensive. So I loved the fact that I could get them in the sale. Okay, this is the Brock collection skirt and blouse. And when I first put the skirt on, I was kind of a bit like, is it a bit too straight up and down? But I actually think that I love it, which is awful, because I really thought this was going to arrive and really not be up my street. I don't understand why these things are in the sale. And there's like sizes left. Do you know what? I've always kind of shied away from shopping the sale. I find it a little bit overwhelming and everything's a bit higgledy-piggledy. But when you have a better idea of what it is that you're looking for and your style, when you're not waiting for the trends to dictate what it is that you're buying, you just buy what you love. And this, I love. Oh my gosh, I think I might wear this on Friday to meetings, because I just think this is so elegant. I love it. Oh. And the unsung hero of the internet, which I feel like I'm only just really fully appreciating. I think now more than anything, where I'm buying things that are a bit more classic and timeless, focusing on like elegance and things like that, I don't have to worry too much about something being like new season. I know the silhouettes that I'm looking for, and I just kind of hone those. So it's really fun shopping places like the Outlet, and it's like a never-ending joy to shop there, seriously. So this first one, so I bought from a brand that I've loved for quite a while, but again, their prices are probably something that I wouldn't necessarily always go for, because it's just a bit too expensive. So this is Gabriella Hurst, and I loved this blazer because I loved this beautiful belting detail that came with it. I loved the colour of it as well, and it felt like this is such a timeless colour, but it kind of gives me a more classical version of the Jacquemus blazer that is obviously sold out everywhere. It's got this cross detailing at the back, which is such a beautiful detail as well. And it's not quite so structured in blazer form, so I really quite liked this as a jacket. And it's nice and long line as well, and I can cinch it in. And this is the Gabriella Hurst blazer on. I love how it looks. I'm just not entirely certain that it fits me as nice as it should for the price. I love the details of it and the cross back detailing of the belts that you can't really see, but I'm trying my hardest to show you. It goes with the colours in my wardrobe really nicely as well. I'm not sure. I do feel like I need a blazer in this kind of oatmeal-y greige colour. So I think you're gonna have to let me know what you think. Maybe this just isn't the outfit for it. I feel like these trousers maybe aren't right, but they go so well with like my shoes and my bag. And I just think it is something that I don't have in my wardrobe. Like, I just don't have a blazer like this. Maybe the lapels are a little bit too big. I'm not a huge fan of the fabrics that they use for Gabriella Hurst. That is something that I'm noticing. They are like really thick fabrics of the trousers. They just feel quite like woven. Maybe that's part of the appeal of the brand. I'm not too sure. This is my first time ever buying anything. But so far, everything has been really, really wonderful. Trousers are all going back, but everything else I'm sort of like pretty much keeping. I need you guys to help me decide on this blazer because I'm not 100%. So this is the piece that is a little bit special. And I imagine that this would be like a birthday outfit or something. But the colour of this, and this was reduced from like over £3,000 to, I think it was like £800 or £700. So I had such a huge saving on this skirt. And this is the Romance of Brock collection that I absolutely love. So this is a skirt. And it didn't look very good on the website. It looked really weird. You're kind of a bit like, what is that? And then when they shot it from the back, it had this beautiful bow. And it's this beautiful kind of like, it is more minty green than sage, but not too minty that like I couldn't wear it. But it's also got more sagey greens thread through and then a beautiful terracotta rose print. And they had it in my size. That is the only thing with the Outnet. I feel like it's like fastest finger first. But this, I've got this really lovely shirt from Vita Grace that's like quite structured on the neckline, and I thought that with this, with the femininity of this, would be so, so beautiful. I think I'm gonna wear this when we go on our trip as well. So yeah, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. So, so beautiful. And again, it's that style of Brock collection that I just absolutely love. So I thought that is a bit of a bargain, and this is all pure silk. It is just stunning, but I think you're gonna love it more when I put it on, so bear with me. So we have the Brock collection skirt on, and it looks so, so lovely. However, the bow has come unstuck from the back on one side, so I'm gonna need to sew that back on as well. But I love the way that it looks, even with a shirt, but I think even with something smooth aligned, kind of like a bodysuit. The only thing to note about this skirt is it is not lined. So I have popped a slip skirt underneath to hide the join of the shirt and the skirt. It worked perfectly, you can't see it. I'm sure sort of like more trendy or fashion girls would wear just knickers or something like that, some like branded knickers or something, but I just, yeah, I wouldn't look right in that, I wouldn't feel right. And so I've gone for a slip, which has just worked perfectly, but I do really love it. I'm sad that obviously the bow came off. I feel like I've not had a good experience with the Brock collection sale pieces, but the brand itself is just so beautiful that I feel like I just can't resist it. So that is the back, which is extremely elegant. You can imagine this for like a birthday garden party or something like that. It would be absolutely perfect. And then finally was these trousers, another Gabriella Hurst purchase. These are like almost, I think they must be like a wool. These are like an olive green wool trouser. Nice and heavy, so this will be really lovely for like autumn, winter, but also for spring. Like if you put a delicate blouse with this, it will work well now as well. So I've got my linen trousers, but I just couldn't resist this. I loved the belt that came with it as well. And the way they had them styled was nice and high-waisted, because I've got a real thing about high-waisted trousers, especially jeans. Finding jeans that actually sit on your waist and not your hips. It's why I never wear them, because I like things to sit here rather than like here. So again, these were both reduced heavily, and I'm really finding that this is like my way that I'm enjoying shopping like designer items, but in the more classic styles, but at a sort of lower price point. I don't have to go traipsing around shops or anything like that. So yeah, really huge fan. I'm very excited to try all these on, but you would have seen them all in between, because I always like to slot in me trying them on so that you get a better feel for it. But yeah, I'll let you know what I'm sending back as well at the end, so of course. So these are the Gabriella Hurst trousers, and I've got to be honest, I think I'm going to send them back. They're great material and I love the colour, but they're just so, so big that I think I'm just never ever going to get the wear out of them or be able to wear them how I want to. Like the belt, I always find it really interesting when a belt comes with something and it doesn't go to a smaller size than the actual waistband of the garment. So this literally fits around the waistband perfectly, whereas you could do it so that people could cinch these trousers in so much more to fit them, but not the case with these. And then they're also long, which is not bad. I could also just get these taken up, but generally I think on the waist and just around the hip area there's a lot of fabric that maybe I don't need so much. What do you think though? I love the colour though, and it's so funny, they go so perfectly with this Brock collection blouse, although the one button that holds the neck closed has just come off when I put it back on to wear it with this, because the colour matches literally perfectly. But yeah, so the buttons come off, so I need to get it sewn back on, which is not good. It's not great, but it does happen so often that I'm just like, I think it's just a thing with everything, no matter what you're spending that amount of money on. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I've bought items that cost like X amount that lose buttons, and I've bought stuff that's quite cheap. So I just think it's a thing that you kind of need to just secure your buttons yourself when you buy something. Again, at the outlet they have these carrier bags, which if I do send anything back, I just pop them all back in the package, because I'd rather them go to someone that actually uses them rather than me, who just obviously finds them a bit like, I just don't need them. It has been quite a delivery heavy day, but oh my goodness, this just arrived from, I think it's Narciso Rodriguez for her. This is the Musk Noir Rose. I feel like I've seen this fragrance so much throughout my life. Like, I think it must be quite an iconic fragrance, but I've actually never smelt it before. And oh my gosh, I just sprayed it and Ali was like, wow, that is so nice. And I love it because it's one of those fragrances that you need like one squirt of, and then you let it settle, and it's like, oh, that is beautiful. Honestly, and such a beautiful bottle as well. Like, so minimalistic, so simplistic. I love it. Definitely be wearing that a lot more. And then we've also received these from Maison Francis. I can never say this. Kirk de Jean. Probably just butchered that. And this is A La Rose, and A La Rose for him, in a beautiful little box filled with preserved roses. I was actually opening these because I needed some cardboard for what I'm going to do next, but I thought I would give you a little bit of a view of what's arrived. I haven't smelt this yet though. I don't want to like ruin the box, so I'll let you know if it smells nice. And then this is a really exciting one. This is Jones Road. So this is from Bobbi Brown. Like, this is her new brand, I believe. And I am very, very excited to try these out. Especially this. This is the Hippie Stick, and it's like an everywhere balm. So I'm guessing you kind of like add it to like your cheekbones, your décolletage, your legs, and it's just kind of like a highlighter basically. Ooh, this doesn't look like a highlighter. This almost looks like it's going to add sort of like a dewy balm to your skin. Oh, let's test this. Sorry, this is like not how the professionals do it, but this is how Lydia does it. Okay, so you push it up like this, and I'm guessing that you... I think Lydia is going to get on very, very well with this. So this is basically... I've just got loads of packaging on me. It's just basically that. It is a balm, and I'm guessing you add it to anywhere you want it to be a little bit dewier, basically. So basically, if you want like your legs to look really nice and polished and hydrated, but also I bet you can add this to your lips and eyelids for a bit of a dewy, balmy look. But oh, it's got like a minty, I love that. And I love that it's called the Hippie Stick. I love it. Some other bits and pieces. Brow pencil. We have lip and cheek stick. We have another lip and cheek stick. I love a dual function product because honestly, makeup bags, and I love the packaging. It's a really beautiful, like dusky beige. Ooh. Ah, the puppies are ready to come in. I've also just opened these. These are their Miracle Balms. I love all of the balminess of this brand. This is so exciting. I think I'm gonna have to go onto like their Instagram or their website and discover how these are used, because I'm so intrigued. I am so intrigued by this, because we've got this one, this is Bronze. I love the name of this one because this one is the same shade color name as my Birkin. This is shade Fauve. And I think that, yeah, I just need to figure out what these are used for, because it doesn't say on the back. So I'm going to have a play around with them. But I'm so excited about this brand. I just love the packaging. I love this. I've just gone onto their Instagram and they have an entire highlight about the Miracle Balm. And so it tells you everything. So I thought we could go through this together so that we can see how to use it. Everything you need to know about our hero product, the Miracle Balm. So it comes in Au Naturel, Dusky Rose, Bronze, Tawny, which is also Fauve, Sun-Kissed and Magic Hour. So this is Au Naturel, Dusty Rose, Bronze, Tawny, Sun-Kissed and Magic Hour. Meet your match. Can be used all over as a moisturising base, great for outdoor activities or on days you want to skip foundation. Ooh, I want to try this. So Dusty Rose is great for fair to medium skin tones, gives a rosy warmth to the skin. Bronze, most universal shade, helps cut redness in fair, light complexions. Not flattering on someone with really yellow undertones, may make them appear slightly orangey. Tawny, great for medium to deep skin tones, helps to neutralise yellow undertones, not flattering for those with pink-red undertones. Lots of exciting things that have arrived, but the most exciting is all of my sample pots have arrived for the brickwork of my greenhouse. And do you know what? I'm really drawn to this one. This is Little Green Paint Company, and this is their National Trust collection. And this is Sage Green 80, and I really think it's either Borington Green or Sage Green. I've got some from Farrow and Ball as well, which arrived. These were all basically suggested to me by, I think her name is Emma, and she runs the My Little Cottage account on Instagram. I always find it really hard to remember people's Instagram handles when it's not their name. I don't know why that is, but she's basically like kind of like a colour expert, a colour advisor, and I was just basically speaking about it online that I think I wanted to paint the internals of the bricks in my greenhouse. I'm still so on the fence with it because I feel like it's so definitive, but I'm just really drawn to the idea of it being a little bit more like cohesive in there. So she suggested a few. This one's from the Liberty London and Farrow and Ball collaboration. This is Suffield Green, and we've got Cork Green. We've got, I love this name, Breakfast Room Green. I almost just want to use this somewhere in my house just because it's called Breakfast Room Green. And then this one as well, Vert de Terre. I love that. But generally, I think I'm drawn more to these two. So I don't think I'm gonna test all of them because I think I'll be able to generally tell. But I am gonna take these out to my greenhouse. This is another thing I love about Little Green. They send a little brush with their Little Green paint. So I'm gonna paint these onto some cardboard and then just basically hold them up in there, and hopefully you guys can help me decide, because we have a few weeks until everything starts in the beds in there. So yeah, and we've got the meeting on Monday for garden designs as well, so I want to get this kind of like flushed out and ready. So oh, I cannot wait for all of this to be changed, this wood. We're gonna head on inside to the greenhouse and have a play around. Ooh, lemon tree's doing well. So at the moment I've only got 3 bits of card and I've got a lot more pots of paint, but I'm going to use my favourite sort of off the mark colours. So this Sage Green and this one, because I kind of have to match it up to this colour, which that looks very similar, if not a little bit bolder. And I think actually the boring green is looking the best. Get this open. Right, I've done Borington Green here and Sage Green here. I am thinking that it needs to be like a muddier green, because these maybe aren't contrasting enough with the green of the greenhouse. Because this is like a muddy beige, a muddy beigey sage. And either it needs to contrast completely, so be like a lighter, almost like stone colour, or it needs to be like a darker green. So I've opened up this one. This is the Cork Green, but it looks quite vibrant. What's this one? That's the, see, yeah, it looks a bit too vibrant. I think I need something muddier than this. I'm not sure though. Let's try. I feel like the daylight is going to be gone before I get to show you the final decision, because this is one coat of Vert de Terre. I think I realised that these were just all a bit too vibrant, apart from this one. This one's quite nice and darker, but I kind of love the idea of brightening it up in here. And this just seems like such a perfect shade, because it's still bright, but still green. It's really tempting me. However, I still need to do a couple more coats on here just to get like the final colour. So I don't think I'm going to be able to show you the one that I go for, but I think it's Vert de Terre, and I just feel like I've completely fallen in love with the shade name as it is. So I think that actually I was kind of hoping that this was going to be one that worked, and it actually, I think it's the best one so far. We shall see. But I also wanted to show you something truly wonderful. If you remember last year, our neighbour gave us big buckets of snowdrops, and some of them are coming through here. Even though this is actually going to be seeded with grass, and it's not going to be my pumpkin patch, I'm going to leave the bulbs of the snowdrops so that hopefully we get more of them in this area, and just let this go green with snowdrops. So that's very exciting. Although it is still quite barren out there, I'm really looking forward to this just being so beautiful very, very soon. Well, the second coat is on, but the light is fading. Even though it looks like broad daylight out here, the light is fading. So I am gonna leave you here, because I actually have just had a huge delivery of homeware pieces from Aurora Home. So I'm gonna save that for the next vlog and hopefully make a decision on what we're gonna do in here, because I'm just gonna show you quickly because I feel like I need to. Oh, this is the kind of thing that we're thinking. Don't know whether it's easier to show you here or not, but it just kind of softens it. I know what I want to do, but someone's just suggested a really good idea of lime washing. So I don't know whether lime washing in this colour would be a good idea, because I think it looks really, really lovely. Like when the light is straight down on it like that, it looks like it's white because it's wet, but it's a really, really good colour match for in here. And I just think if we change the lights a little bit, just give it a bit of a zhuzh, it could be so beautiful. Anyway, that is enough of me faffing in here. I am going to try and make a decision, and I will let you know in the next video. Cliffhanger, I should so do more cliffhangers here, although this is probably the most unexciting cliffhanger ever, but I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.